On a quiet hilltop in rural Minnesota stands the convent of the School Sisters of Notre Dame. It might look like a house of rest. Inside, it's anything but.
3.
From dusk to dawn, the sisters are active, both physically
29, 30.
and mentally,
China is the most powerful communist nation in the world.
and living very long lives.
These are the names of 28 sisters in this building who are over 90. And you've got 6 sisters who are over 100.
So how is it that these sisters live such long, active, and lucid lives when many people 20, 30, even 40 years younger fall into decline with failing bodies and fading minds?
That's a question researcher David Snowden has spent more than a decade trying to answer.
These are, in many ways, super nuns that have had probably very good genes, wonderful upbringing, a good, clean, active, giving life.
Sister Esther has been at the convent since she retired 6 years ago, at the age of 96.
I'm 102. I'm going to be 103 in December.
Do you feel 102?
Sometimes I feel 200.
Sister Esther is one of the participants in the Nun Study, in which each of the sisters has agreed to donate her brain to research.
When people hear we willed our brains to them, they say, "Ooh, you did?" Well, then what good to us after we die?
The goal is to learn more about how conditions like Alzheimer's disease develop.
Cross-section
In
of
studying dozens of brains, Snowden made a remarkable discovery.
About half the sisters are mentally normal when they die. And what is quite surprising to us is we find a significant number of them have full-blown Alzheimer's disease in their brain, yet are acting normally.
The question is, if so many sisters' brains show evidence of Alzheimer's, why do so few of them have any of the memory loss and physical failings that are characteristic of the disease? The answer may have something to do with how active their minds are, even into old age.
They tell me that if you work puzzles, you can keep your mind active. So I puzzle.
Sister Jane Francis is 95.
Gotta keep thinking.
Oh, I'm young.
87-year-old Sister Clarissa likes to follow baseball.
But I've been a sport fan all my life.
103-year-old Sister Mathia keeps focused by knitting.
If you don't keep your mind on this thing, you might slip one and have trouble later on.
Many of these older sisters have something in common besides longevity. They were teachers with a college education.
We found that the higher educated sisters had a better chance of living to old age, and once they got to old age, that the higher educated sisters had better mental and physical function.
Snowden believes that's because the better developed a person's brain is early in life, the better able it is to fight off degenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's later on.
Right arm.
Poor mental function obviously is not inevitable. You can see that just by walking around the place.
Front. 3. Front.
It may also have to do with the fact that the nuns live in a supportive community and not alone, and they have deep religious faith, both of which have been shown to lower the chances of developing heart disease and stroke. What researchers are wondering is, just how long will these women live?
I might live a little bit longer, yeah. Depends on what God wants.
Yeah.
What the nuns seem to show is how old your body and mind are doesn't matter. It's how active you have kept them for all of your life. In Mankato, Minnesota, I'm John Roberts for Eye on America.